Do you open up your sandwich at lunchtime only to be disappointed by the same boring sandwich?
Peanut butter again.
Well, that is all about to change, as I am sharing with you one of my favourite sandwich recipes that I always look forward to eating. It's a fragrant curried chickpea sandwich with a tangy tomato jam and then a little lettuce in there for a bit of extra crunch. Plus, towards the end of the video, I'll be sharing with you a quick and easy flatbread recipe. It doesn't need an oven, all you need is a bowl and a frying pan and you're good to go. So grab yourself an apron and let's cook.
We're going to start off our creamy curried chickpeas by dicing a red onion. This is a delicious sandwich filling that you can use both in sandwiches, but also you could have it on the side of some quinoa or roast sweet potato. You could even just eat it on its own, it's that delicious. It's also great for meal prep. You can make a few portions and then stick it in the fridge and eat it throughout the week or freeze it for later. As well as the red onion, we're going to throw some garlic and some fresh ginger in there. In a heavy base pan, we're going to fry off the onion, garlic and ginger. And then once it's cooked down a bit, we're going to add in some tomato puree and then a few spices, which are going to be curry powder, turmeric, and some cardamom. I absolutely love cardamom. If you haven't used that spice before, then definitely give this recipe a go. Once you've fried off the spices a little bit, we're going to get in there with a fork and give it a good mash, and that's going to make it a bit easier to put into your sandwich. Then simply leave the mix to cool, and we're going to stir in some vegan mayonnaise, some lime juice, and a little bit of fresh chopped coriander. I'd already put away my chopping board, so this is a handy little way to chop coriander, where you just put it in a glass, get some scissors, and give it a good snip. There we have the really quick, simple curried chickpea filling. All you have to do is season it with a little salt and pepper, and it's ready to go into your sandwich. We'll now make the cherry tomato jam. It's fresh, it's tangy, it's got a little bit of spice in there as well. I know you're probably thinking I don't have time to make jam, but it is really quick, this recipe, and you can put it in your fridge and it'll last for a good month or two. You can put it on your curries, in your soups, and in your sandwiches like we're doing today, and it just adds a really nice sweet tangy element to your dishes. The jam starts with onion, garlic and chili, but before that we're going to put in some whole spices which are going to add a lovely fragrant flavour to the jam. We'll fry off the coriander seeds, mustard seeds and one bay leaf. The coriander seeds add a lovely lemony flavour, and then the mustard seeds a slightly peppery, spicy note. You'll know they're ready when the mustard seeds start popping about everywhere. Then we'll throw in the cherry tomatoes, ground coriander, brown sugar and some vinegar, and we'll just let that cook down for a while. Once the jam is thick and glossy, it's ready to go, and all you have to do is let it cool down and then we can use it in the sandwich. I've got this beautiful wholemeal and semolina bread here, and I'll show you how to make that once we've plated up this sandwich. Simply spread the tomato jam on both sides and top with the curried chickpeas, some lettuce, and you've got a delicious sandwich which you're going to look forward to every time. So as a little bonus recipe, we're going to make the wholemeal and semolina bread. It doesn't require too much hands-on time, but you do need to leave the bread to prove for about an hour and a half or so. We start off by mixing our dried yeast with some warm water and a little sugar just to activate it. Then in a large bowl, we're going to mix plain flour, wholemeal flour, some semolina and some mixed seeds, and then just give it a little season with salt and pepper. Then once the yeast is activated, we're going to add that to the flour along with some water and also some vegan yogurt. Give that a good mix and get the flour all picked up, and then we'll give the dough a good knead for about 5 minutes. Simply push away the dough, fold it back on itself, and then turn it 90 degrees and repeat the process. You can easily make a big batch of these breads and then just freeze them so you can have them for weeks to come. Shape your dough into a ball, and then we'll get it into a greased bowl and leave it to prove for about half an hour. I like to find a warm place in the house, and then I'll put a damp tea towel over the bowl, and that provides perfect conditions for the yeast. Now we're going to line a tray with semolina, and then we're going to portion the dough into 4 pieces. And then each piece of dough we're going to shape into a ball, flatten into a burger shape, and then dust it with some more semolina and leave it to prove for about 1 hour. Once your doughs are looking nice and pillowy and have about doubled in size, we're going to heat up a heavy base frying pan with a little bit of oil. We'll do this over a medium heat and we're going to cook them for about 4 minutes on each side, or until they're nice and golden brown on each side and cooked through. And then as you can hear, they're nice and crunchy on the outside, and inside they should be nice and fluffy. So that is the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Be sure to let me know in the comment section what your favourite plant-based sandwich filling is. I'd love to see your suggestions, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Bye bye.